Hello, guys. Welcome back to L&J's podcast. This is Landon, for the L of the L&J,
And this is Joseph, the J of the L and J.
and this is episode 2 of the podcast.
Yeah, and we're gonna I'm gonna go ahead and clear this. He is not here half the time, so if there's not an episode or something going on, don't freak out. Going, oh, they just did a couple. No, we're gonna try to post these as much as like when he comes over.
Like, record them while I'm here and then post them while I'm not. Or whatever.
Or we'll figure something out.
We can video call, bro.
That's not a bad idea though.
Like, you put me on your computer. Just sign into Instagram on your computer and I'll call you.
Yeah. If y'all don't remember, this was up here, but all that fell. So Joseph was just like, here, we'll just set it right here. And honestly, I kind of like that right there.
If you don't know, this is his actual, like, his signature photo.
You know what's amazing though? My sister painted that.
Yeah.
Here it is, better up close. It's actually on my Twitch. You can go follow me on Twitch. I haven't streamed on Twitch in a while because I've been behind and because of school and stuff.
Now that we're out of school, we were like, hey, let's start something new.
Yeah, but you can go follow me on Twitch at Maskull, MASTESKULL.
We'll put the link down in the description of this video.
Along with, if you want to go follow us on Instagram, you can go follow us on Instagram. It'll be in the link.
Yeah, we'll put our Instagrams in the link.
I want to put this topic on what we were talking about earlier.
Oh, okay.
I don't have my driver's license or
Permit. You don't have anything that is required to drive.
Well, my sister's friend lives like not even a mile down the road.
Let's say, well, and her friends, his sister's friend's dad is a cop. You know, we're not going to name any names.
We're not going to name any names, no. And I'm not saying this as he was a bad. No, he's a good cop. He's actually really cool.
He's perfect at his job, you know.
Yeah, and the reason why he's such a good cop is because we ride go-karts. Go-karts are not allowed on the road. And he'll come pulling up in a cop car coming up on my street when we're riding go-karts.
We live in a suburb.
Bother us. In fact, there was this one time, the dogs are barking. I have two dogs. One is named Max. One is named Sarah.
Sarah's my favorite.
But Max. Sorry about that. There was one time where we were riding with a friend of mine at a dead end of my neighborhood.
He lives in a suburban neighborhood.
Yeah, a bunch of city people get to listen to my loud redneck cars and go-karts.
Yeah.
But
home built, pretty much.
Home built. It's literally held on by zip ties. The drag car zip ties. Straight laws. I had to point that out. We were riding, and there was one time where he came up. I go down, my friend and Joseph is hanging out by my friend's house, waiting for me to come back, because at the time this was the only operating go-kart, because mine was broke down, so I was riding his. I'm going to call him Bob, because I don't want to put out names. He came rolling up in the police car and blared the siren, and Joseph thought that I got in trouble with the go-kart, and he thought I was going to be not arrested, because you won't get arrested on that. You'll have it taken away.
Yeah, and I mean, me personally, I wasn't like, oh, he's busted. I was like, holy crap, it's probably Bob, but Bob doesn't know this go-kart. And I thought we were going to get in trouble not because we were riding the go-kart on the road, because we know Bob.
Yeah.
But it's because it's an unknown go-kart. It was mine and Lennon's friend. He moved away. But mine and his friend, it was their go-kart. We were just riding it around, testing it, because we were helping him fix it. We were redoing everything for him.
This is not a spoiler alert, but funny story. I was riding it, and the motor completely ripped off the frame.
Yeah, that's in the later podcast. We'll tell you that story. Or we might get to it in this one. Just talking on the subject.
Yeah. Well, my sister's friend. I don't know if I want my chair this way. I kind of like my chair this way.
I kind of just have mine like this, looking
Yeah.
that way.
Well, my sister's friend is
You're smart, buddy.
Bob.
I'm gonna do that too.
Is named Bob. Well, I was
Bob.
driving. Yes, I was driving. Okay, because it's only a mile down the street.
It's not even a mile,
Not even a mile. No, like you leave my neighborhood
and it's right there.
and it's right there. Well, for months, my mom would have me go in the truck. By the way, this truck isn't no ordinary Ford Ranger.
Yeah, it's the monster truck.
Yeah, we lifted it, and it has the original motor. It has a 2.9 liter V6, nothing powerful. I don't even think it makes 200 horsepower.
We
But-
haven't even got it up to over 70.
No, in fact, I gotta fix a bearing in it
Yeah.
because like I go over 55 and it's.
Well, not us. Your dad. Your dad
Yeah.
goes over 55.
Well, I was going down to get Ava.
Disclaimer: I have not rode in this truck at all, so he is not endangering anyone that is not of his family. I have not rode in this truck at all with him. Before y'all were like, "Oh, he's going and endangering lives." No, it's not like that. It's family thing, just him picking up his family.
Well, this is. Oh, by the way, this is all like a week ago. But I've been driving to pick her up for months. So we're at my shop. We consider two shops. The shop that we actually own and the shop that I work at. Like for a job.
They're like right next to each other.
No, one's in Dayton, one's in Georgia.
Dayton is in Georgia.
Is it really? I thought it was in Tennessee.
No, it's in Swati. I was just messing with you.
I was so confused. I was like, huh? But,
he was at the one that he owns.
yeah. On the way back, Bob texts my mom, "Hey, can you not have Landon pick up my
So-and-so.
sister, Ava, no more until he gets his permit?" Somehow, I thought he knew I didn't have a driver's license or permit. I generally thought he did that. Well, my dad didn't tell me this too. It started to be a problem. He was like, honestly, I thought it was gonna be the first time you went over there. He was gonna tell you to get out of the truck and for me to walk down there and get him. But no, I pick up my sister and go. But finally, he caught on, and he's doing this because, well, it's his job. It's his job to make sure there's no underage people driving. You know, he's a
Police
cop. He's doing his job.
Yeah, pretty much any normal police
And
officer.
I'm not sitting there going, oh, this cop, blah blah blah. No, he's doing his job. I'm not complaining. I'm not mad or anything. Well, I kind of am mad that I can't go down there and I can't drive no more.
But he's just doing his job.
He's just doing his job.
We can't be getting pissed off at him for this.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Is he finally texted, and I think, so pretty much if he catches me driving, I'm getting a ticket.
And you know it's going to be an extra fine because you're underage.
I'm. By the way, I'm 16.
He's old enough to have everything. He's just too
Yeah.
stupid to go get it.
Yeah.
Two dumb people, you know?
Yeah, and so do you have any funny stories about cars that has happened recently?
Recently?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to think about that one.
All right. Well, here's a little story that's kind of happened. You wasn't here, but I'm sure you have had heard this story
Multiple times.
probably. It's
Because-
about it's about my go kart.
Then yeah, I most likely wouldn't know about it.
I have a go kart that is
We both-
actually it's pretty quick.
We
too.
both have a go kart.
Yeah.
We're too young to have cars.
One is faster
so,
than the other.
yeah.
But one of them's faster acceleration. His is faster, but he doesn't have the acceleration like I do.
Yeah.
His goes 34. I do 32. but my acceleration is.
Mine is more like a zoom, you know, like his is more of a instant.
Mine is more. I like to think of it as. I got the Dodge Demon, and you got that dude that's driving around in the V6 Camaro that thinks he's all hot shit.
Oh, fuck you. Frick you.
Because the Dodge Demon, the launch is like, and I had friends come over when they've seen the videos, they're just, and like they've told me,
Yeah.
where it's just like,
I was here when they he's not lying. I was here when they were
I've
like,
showed
yeah.
them videos, and they actually think I'm over exaggerating the go-kart speed and stuff. But when they actually go to get in it, they're over here like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's faster than in the videos. If you go to my Instagram and sees it and watches the videos, ask any of my friends. It's
Faster.
fast.
It's faster than it looks.
The black go-kart on Instagram is his now. I gave it to him for his birthday because it's been sitting around. If y'all don't know, my go-kart has a 420cc Predator motor.
Mine has 212, half his horsepower.
Yeah. And half the block size.
Yeah. Mine's a smaller go-kart than his, though. Mine's longer, but his is bigger.
And yours way more. Because for some reason, no, you got thicker bars.
Yeah, I got bigger bars, but I don't understand how mine still weighs more than yours.
Yeah.
His rear end weighs like as much as my entire go-kart.
Yeah. Well,
We're no other way around. My rear end weighs as much as your entire go-kart.
yeah. So, me and my cousin are driving. We're following my sister and my other cousin. I got a male cousin, I got a female cousin. My male cousin is sitting right next to me. We're in the go-kart. My sister and my other cousin is on a four-wheeler that's in front of us. And it's just funny that my go-kart keeps up with that four-wheeler.
Oh, that four-wheeler would fly.
Oh yeah, my go-kart keeps up with it.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there following my sister. Finally, we lose my sister because apparently they took a turn. I didn't realize it. So I'm sitting there looking for him. Finally, I'm going through woods like I'm a rally car driver doing like 30 in the woods. And this isn't no like woods like, oh, it's all spread out. No, these are tight woods where the trails in are skinny as hell.
This is, you know, in our last podcast we were talking about camping. The trails are where we were camping.
Yeah. Well, I'm sitting there driving, and I look at him, I go, by the way, my brakes went out. And I swear to God, dude, I could press my brake in, no brakes. It's still no brakes, actually, because I got to fix my brakes. But I'm mashing my pedal, I have no brakes. So I look at him, I go, hey, we have no brakes. And I just floor it even more. And my cousin's reaction was the funniest thing.
Kind of like kid up the street whenever you were driving around here, he was like, why you got a fire extinguisher in your go-kart? Oh, it likes to catch on fire sometimes.
I was messing with him because I put a fire extinguisher in there for hoax and jokes and stuff.
The fire extinguisher didn't even work.
It did. I used it to put out a fire that was outside. I didn't even use it on the go-kart. I just started like a small fire in the fire pit, and I was bored as hell, so I was like,
It was a midget one too.
Yeah, it was like one that was like that big. But he looked at me, he was like, I find it scary that you have to keep a fire extinguisher on the go-kart. I was like, yeah, by the way, it might catch on fire halfway through our ride. It likes to do that. And I just took off and like the dude's just like, hey. You almost knocked the car off the thing.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I didn't put the cars up there, and I didn't have a newer Fast and Furious Dodge Charger, so I grabbed my Challenger. They're the same motor, same everything. Just one has 4 doors. I generally do not care. So I grabbed my SRT Hellcat, and I put it next to the Charger, and I grabbed Honda's 2020 Supra. Or should I say BMW? Next to the Supra.
Pretty much, like if you go look at our old podcast, you'd see that we just have these. And we took the hood off of this one.
I took the roof off.
And we took the roof off of this one. I'm not
And
messed up.
here's a funny story that happened quite recently with me and Joseph.
Oh God, I don't even know which one he's gonna say.
We were out riding. My throttle cable breaks, and this is this is when I have no brake, so I can mash it down, and I can drive.
No, like
it's no.
saying the brakes don't work. It's like it's not like the cable or anything. Like the brake discs completely shot, don't work. I don't even think we have a brake pad on it right now. Not only that, you mash in the brake pedal and the brake pedal doesn't even come back to you. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, it's literally, my go-kart's literally held on by zip ties and duct tape, and it still outruns yours. And
that's only because acceleration, dude. In the long run, I still catch up to you.
yeah, it's in a mile. So my throttle cable breaks. So I go, okay, I'll just do it from behind because my motor's right here. It's a mid-engine. So I'm sitting there doing the throttle. I'm driving one-handed. I'm driving, and there's this path, and it goes like this.
Let's say
there's a bunch of jumps and stuff right here, but right here there's this one jump that I like to hit. And to get to there, you have to go, and then there's all of a sudden there's this like little turn thing right here. They go to the go in between them. There's no other paths in between them. To go to them, there's just that one path.
And it's just like, say this is the path. This whole thing is the path. The go-kart takes up that much.
Yeah.
So you have no moving room in between, or else you're hitting a tree or you're hitting a fence of a business.
Yeah, that'll come important later on in the story. Spoiler. So I drive and I get tired of putting my hand back there. So I rigged up like my hoodie string.
Redneck hoodie string.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there driving. I'm like, have my throttle like this. So I'll be like, wow, and going. Nobody that we know.
Some old guy.
Some old guy, his wife, and his nephew pull out in front of me. And Joseph's in the passenger. So I go, and this is the worst timing ever.
This is when
because
we're like,
it's a one path thing. I'm racing through there like
much,
there's no tomorrow, and I have no brakes. So as soon as I see them, bad luck for me because my throttle locks on. I cannot fully stop now.
Yeah, we have our go-kart, the clutch, it locks, and whenever it locks.
No, that wasn't the problem though. My string got caught up.
Well, the clutch still got locked, didn't it?
No, my clutch was fine. But so we're both launched back in the seat because of acceleration. Not kidding. And so we both start signaling the dude in the golf cart to get out the way because we are fully not stopping, even if we wanted to. Which is, let's be honest, my go-kart could outrun that thing any time of the day.
It was a little golf cart, electric powered golf cart.
So I'm like, hey man, get out the way, get out the way. For some fucking reason, the dude thinks to get back in front of me. So he pulls right back in front. Oh, here comes me, head on, doing 30. I'm pretty sure I was doing faster than 30. Finally, I know this guy's not moving. I swerve out of the way. I go off the trail. Ended up, this was kind of cool in my eyes. I drifted, like I go, like here is the cars, the golf carts like this. I barely missed them, and I managed to drift back on, and literally I could have like put my hand out an inch, and I could have grabbed their cart. Yeah, like this is how close they was. So I go, and then I drift doing 25, head onto a fence. And still to this day, you can go to that fence.
And it's still messed up.
And it's still mangled. Funny part about it, as we're leaving, we can see that he has slammed 2 other people into the fence. So we were not the only ones. So after we get out, I don't know if I hit this guy or not. Because my back tire hit a tree. So possible barrel roll could have happened. Oh, excuse me. Possible barrel roll could have happened. Which is, I had a feeling if he wasn't in the go-kart, it would have happened. So I don't even know if I hit these guys or not. So as soon as we hit a dead stop,
Look, we hit this
I
fence.
turn around. I go, "Hey, are you guys okay?" The dude gets out, gets in my face, and tells me I'm going to jail.
Like we were going so fast, and we went to a dead stop so fast. What is this, like a 200-pound go kart plus us in it? That's probably about like 400 pounds combined. We hit this fence so hard that we go straight up and push ourselves back down.
And what's funny is our headlights were on the other side of the
Yeah.
the other side of the fence. But I get out. I go, "Hey, are you okay?" Dude gets out, tells me I'm going to jail. I go, "Excuse me, you are going to jail. You are trespassing." Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say I didn't say this to this guy because first of all, I just got in a wreck and the dude's telling me I'm going to jail. So I'm not trying to start no arguments. If I go back, I will, because he said it's private property.
It's not private property.
It's not private property. We looked at TVA and all of them.
TVA owns the property. Like,
TVA owns the property. That's not his property. So, me thinking I was on his property because he said so, I'm like, okay, I'm going to jail if I can't convince this dude to let me go. So I'm sitting there trying to convince him because he was accusing me of running because my throttle jumped up. So, we go, hit the fence, yada yada yada. Finally, his wife took our pictures, which is I didn't even notice. I noticed that I noticed as soon as I saw. Well, I noticed it because I did a funny face. I did. This is the part where I was like, "Oh, she wants pictures." Yeah, I smiled in the picture. If you want a mugshot of me when I'm not doing anything wrong, you got one. So she goes, "I'm taking y'all's pictures if I see you again." So she takes Joseph. I don't even think Joseph was paying attention. All of a sudden she gets to me. I'm like, just full out smiling. And so on and so on. Finally, I convince him to let us go.
He's making it sound a whole lot easier than it was. We're sitting there for about an hour trying to get this dude. We're convincing the dude that it wasn't our fault. That's earlier when you heard me say that the clutch got stuck. We were like, yeah, the throttle jumped up because the clutch got stuck in the cable. We didn't have the cable.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I promise you, I swear on everything, take everything out of my name if I'm lying to you. And I'm surprised that everything is still in my name. But I was like, yeah, it's not our fault. He was like, okay, well, we had one other friend with us.
Yeah, which is, first of all, this is how you could tell when the people you're talking to isn't lying. Is when the person that didn't hear you lie
Yeah, the person
tells the same thing. Philip, you'll meet him later on in the podcast because he's gonna be a member. He's back here. Remember how I said main trails and then you got this little back area of the road? Yeah, we crashed right there in the middle. The dude in the golf cart drives back here, starts talking to my friend Philip. Philip goes, "Oh yeah, the go-kart has problems and stuff." Finally, when he realized we wasn't lying from Philip, he goes, "Okay, y'all need to get out of here and go before I call the cops." Man, I call my dad. I'm like, "Hey man, I need you to come pick me up or I'm going to jail." That's the phone call my dad gets. So,
And
he come picks us up.
this isn't the first time we've been here either. And his dad thought it was going to be A-okay, we're going to be there for a couple hours. We're going to be just fine. We're going to be safe.
Yeah, this is our second time going there.
Yeah, second, third time going there. And then all of a sudden his dad gets that phone call.
Yeah. Hey, I need you to come pick me up. By the way, if you don't, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
Imagine if you're a dad and you got that phone call. Okay? It would kind of make you go, okay, huh?
Let's go get my son.
Yeah. Because I don't know about you, but if my son called me, it was like, hey, if you don't pick me up, I'm going to jail. Honestly, first of all, I'll be asking what the situation was, because if it's something that
it's his fault.
If it's his fault, I'll be like, okay, I'll pick you up later.
You're going to jail. Like, I'll bail you out of jail.
But if it's like something like in my seat,
in our situation, that it was not our fault. It was the other guy's fault, even though we've had all these people say that it wasn't private property, and we even did the research. if it was our if y'all were in our situation, that was clearly not any of our fault, but that guy, because he even knew that it was a one-way thing. Like, he said that he's been watching this for a while, which I thought was really weird.
Yeah.
Like, clearly he's weird. He's an old guy, the typical old guy. Like,
His wife, though, was
his
even
wife,
worse.
Yeah.
She kept on yelling on the top of her lungs. There were several times where I just wanted to be like, listen here, bitch. Get out of my face.
Yeah. Like, and then
I understand you're mad or whatever, but I need you to get out of my face.
If you have ever seen a crackhead in your life, she looks like the typical crackhead. She took our
She
pictures.
looks like a rich crackhead. Like, she looks like she has nothing better to do to spend her money on than crack.
Yeah. She kept taking, like Lennon said, she was taking our pictures. She took our picture at least 30 times. And she kept getting in our face with the cameras. And she kept, like, making us turn around and asking for our name and all that. And in that situation, I was really about to be like, okay, you take one more picture of me, I'm taking the phone and I'm throwing it in the creek. Because
This is next to a creek. We were swimming. That's the whole reason why we were there. We were swimming.
This is how he pretty much caught us off guard. He saw the go-kart and all that while we were down swimming in this creek. It's mountain water, cold, fresh, clean water, mountain water, all that.
It was a hot day, so obviously it felt good.
It was summer.
It was the beginning of summer. It was like when it was just getting hot.
Yeah.
3 months ago, if we did that, we would have been like, woo! Okay.
Yeah, it was just not. It wasn't even 2 months ago. Not even that.
It wasn't even 2 months ago.
It was
probably a month ago.
It was probably just a little over a month ago, and so it's still hot and everything. Well, that's how they caught us off guard, because they caught us while we were swimming, and then they were waiting for us to leave. Right when they heard the go-kart start up and us go full throttle down, that's when we literally saw this guy pull out, leading into his business. We saw him pull out of that little graveled pathway leading to his business. We saw him pull out and turn towards our way, heading face on with us. And we were all motioning him out of the way. We were yelling at him and everything. So in our situation, we were not in the wrong. He knew that we had no brakes and that we couldn't move. That was full on his decision. And going back to it, like, if you were Dad, I'd be like, what's your situation? Like you said.
Yeah.
We would be like, what's your situation? If you were, like, out caught doing drugs, you're going to stay there.
Oh, yeah. If you're caught smoking or anything, yeah, I'll see your ass in jail later on.
Yeah. But, like, something that minor and wasn't even our fault, he had pretty much had no other choice. And plus, my mom didn't know about that. My mom didn't know it at that instant, which my mom still doesn't know. So if any of y'all know my mom, don't tell her. And Joshua, you can't be watching this.
Yeah. But anyways, that's gonna do for our podcast today. Really hope you enjoyed this one, kind of a go-kart story thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna have plenty more of those because we daily ride these things.
Pretty much our entire life is go-kart.
Yeah. So, anything you want to say?
Thank you guys for watching. If this is your second podcast watching, we're going to be doing this on a daily. And
hopefully trying to do it.
And we're going to be posting 2 a day, 1 in the morning and 1 at night is what we've been planning.
And we're doing 2 tonight just so we get the whole memo reaction and all that stuff.
Like recording 2 and all that.
So right now it's 11:24.
Yeah, we're pretty much getting used to the vibe of doing it.
Yeah.
And, a lot of y'all, just a little knowledge of us. Whenever we say we post 1 in the morning, it's more like going to be 3 in the afternoon because we don't ever wake up.
Yeah.
So you're going to be getting one around
3,
like,
3, 2, and then you'll be getting one around 11.
Yeah.
We'll figure out posting times later on. Though.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thank y'all for watching.
Thank you. See you in the next one.